There once was a man from the old Stone Age, and he used to follow the weather. But now he's got hung up on filling a page upon whether to go altogether. And he's been around for so damn long with his whooping and wailing, crushing questions between right and wrong, and impaling the best he can hope and the worst he can fear. On the solstices of an illusion, a massive erection, a pushy defence of the whole of the prosecution. Ah, great solace the wound, and great relish the pain, to be loosing the reins of a poem to bleed from the tip of my tongue yet again, that part of my heart that is showing. These children conceived in the womb of this crash to be the sponsors of nothing more than the rearguard directions of cross-fingered sections, of purpose pot looking for nothing. But what is this last desperate vestige of heart overhead but another conjecture? No more the tomb of the martyred dead than the ghost of our parting gesture, and 100 billion crystal balls represent a remarkable failure to swell the song each moment long. At the counterpoint of nature, as 4 thumbs flick the tarot deck and 2 tongues fork 8 aces, maybe 16 fingers feel the fool lives in 2 places. Where Rosie Lee can read his tea and leave me living the story. A white dove with a hawk's head and an open mind before me. To sail for a land where life is a high, not a word to be heard or be spoken, but the soul-woven web of an endless touch of a child who could never be broken. Who plays a new world on the brink of the ebb as the fish cats prowl in the harbour, and now soars high on the beckoning tide's long arm to weigh his last anchor. As the sou'westers sing and the lifeboat bells ring, in the heads of the faces of changes, and the heavens collage on Excalibur's edge, the star in his movie converges with fate in his task, and doom on his brow, and a ship in his eye in a bottle. Who speeds to force, to want, to have, to find, to further fortune. Who comes from the north, west, south, and east, of the passions of a spirit, with all the flight of the wildest beast to ever spur a stirrup. Pulse is the master of action, whose heart is an everlasting secret, whose arms are desire, whose lips are welcome, whose eyes tell stories, head is a journey, whose hands unfold, whose feet fly, whose face is the stained glass window of a continuous orgasm, whose being is mine, whose wounds are precious, whose poem is a flower, whose gentleness is the devil, whose identity is naked, whose magic is a gift, whose power is transparent tapestry of history, battles, whose cousin is dark, whose times are well fought for, whose stone age is clever, whose poets know, whose music is barbarian, whose artists are helpless spherical mirrors, spinning on the horns of a tidal wave, whose information is belief, whose complexes become religion, whose foundation is spread, whose word is God, whose books are projectiles, whose messages must, whose excuse is holy, who passed it down to me, whose enemies are landmarks, whose fear is himself, whose hope is lust, whose wish is fresh, whose position is wearing, whose mottos are comers, whose name is hidden, whose nose is suspicious, whose technology is a tangent, whose strategy is dissent, whose thoughts are games, who shares his lot, whose ace is death, whose fingers invent, whose tails weave, whose knots are tied, whose mouth is open, whose ears hiss, whose direction is out, who feels the need to cleanse his soul, whose style is disguise, whose dream is innate, whose woman is soothing, whose little children are the delicate blossom of an orchard of electricity, whose spell is for conflict, whose quest is strength, whose war declared, whose suicide is noticed, whose shadows cast, whose vibes you feel, whose pedigrees are haunted, whose age is unknown, who takes under his wing, whose freaks are real, whose reality is hunger, hunger. The sanctuary's an idea who sat round the fire, whose teeth chew, whose faith is change, whose old age comes quickly, whose youth burns, whose systems are white sticks tapping walls, whose prized possession is the planet, whose wildest lust is escalation, whose cul-de-sacs are fearless, whose main route is massive, whose run is a dance, whose vehicle is fantasy, whose home is high, whose role continues, whose bearing is savage, whose saints are dead, whose sons bark, whose daughters play, whose strength isn't against, grows in the sun and sleeps in the moon, who roams the desert, plateaus, mountains and the ice caps, and the ice caps. Who am I? Who am I? The spirit of those who are not here and never knew it, who let this dread to elope a lover's journey through it, through it. So children, we windows open across the sea, and join our hands across the many lands, you and me, never growing old, seeing without ever being told. Something to say, shut away, blackboard so gray. Anyway, I'm dreaming out along the back row, out the window, cast away, be free. set myself a problem when I built myself a wheel, got myself another when I rode a horse to feel the plains underneath my reins, and as fast as running water. And the big lady I'm playing with has played a game of poker with me and cat and this and that, till she's drawn my joker. Now we're riding chariots by the side of one another. Her soft side, my pride. Nothing to fear, the unknown soldiers' graves already here. Is it too late to create a world made with care? Is it there or fleeting, here today and gone, tomorrow's child, looking so wild and free? Are we a choice with no voice? Can it be? Great heart, speed free, spare part, speed free. Great heart, speed free, spare part, speed free. Great heart, speed free, spare part, means tree. Great heart means tree, spare part, speed free.